Hello people, I'm Jaby KOAY and we're looking at the trailer to NIKAMMA, the official trailer. This is starring Shilpa, Shetty, Kundra, Abhimanyu, Dassani, Shetty, and Sabbir Sony. This is directed by Sabbir. Now in the description here, we've got a sentence. It says, NIKAMMA hona is an art our dushamano ke kaise lagate hai vat ye sikhane a raha hai humara perfect hero #NIKAMMA. Tayar ho jaye. To welcome the new action hero. So I translated this preemptively. I haven't read it yet. It says, being useless is the art of being useless and how it feels to be enemies. Our perfect hero is coming to learn this #useless. Useless. I'm sure that there's some kind of deeper hidden meaning in that. We'll check it out together. Here we go. If y'all haven't already, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Otherwise, I will karate chop you into #uselessness. Okay. That's a joke, not a threat. Here we go.
लाइफ में काम तो सभी करते हैं, लेकिन निकम्मा होना एक आर्ट है जो कोई इससे सीखे।
अगर लाइफ में
We're getting a lot of body shots. Good God.
फॉलो करो मेरी हर बात। Monday to Thursday no काम, बस दोस्तों के साथ तूफान। फ्राइडे को फिल्में देखेंगे फिल्में, सैटरडे को दारू और संडे को निकम्मा।
तुम मुझे बहुत अच्छे लगे, मुझसे शादी करोगे?
तुम अल्कोहलिक हो या ड्रग एडिक्ट?
लव एडिक्ट।
निकम्मा किया इस
You know, I'm not gonna lie, when they showed that shot of him from behind, my immediate thought was Tiger Shroff. I knew it wasn't Tiger Shroff, but that was where my brain went.
तभी लगती है हीरो की वाट।
What?
दुनिया की सबसे हसीन विलन, जिसने बना दी मेरी लाइफ एक सैड फिल्म।
आदि, कपड़े छत पे सुखा देना।
Wait. What was that girl?
Oh. नौकर बना दिया है मुझे। पता नहीं अपने आप को क्या समझती है। थंडर वुमन मीट्स मॉन्जोलिका। हम मिडिल क्लास फैमिली की लाइफ ही प्रॉब्लम है। लेकिन जब प्रॉब्लम फैमिली पे आती है ना, तो एक निकम्मा ही काम आता है।
उसके लिए तूने हाथ
That's a cool shot.
कांधे पे उठाएगा तू।
एक काम कर, कुत्ता पाल ले।
क्या?
कुत्ता पाल ले, मगर ये वहम मत पालना कि तू उन्हें हाथ भी लगा पाएगा।
Nice. I mean, nice contact on the head there. It looked real. Because normally you just stack with those kinds of things, but they like full-on made contact. Okay. Whoa! Oh, nice. That was nice.
मुझसे जीतने की कोशिश करता है, बेटा अपनी जिंदगी हार जाता है।
जीत तो मैं तभी गया था जब मैंने सोच लिया था।
अब मेरी बारी है।
Yo, stick around. We're gonna go over this one more time. Just some of the cool action bits. I just want to look at it. I didn't really understand the part where she was like a super lady thing. I didn't know if that was like just a dream sequence thing, but she obviously doesn't have any superpowers. I think that was more of just a thing in his head. So we got some cool shots throughout this. This was the first shot that stood out to me. I know it's a simple thing, but just the unity of the cars moving at the same speed, the camera moving with them. There's just a nice synchronicity to the whole thing, even though it's really quite simple. I'm imagining that's a drone shot with some CGI. Like, I would imagine they took like a piece of crowd and then just like duplicated them all over the place. Let me see here. This car is clearly CG. It's a cool shot though. I mean, I like what they were going for, but it was clearly a CG car. The font, for whatever reason, the way this font comes out, I might be like off my rocker here, but it reminds me immediately of Happy New Year for some reason. I thought this just amused me a little bit, because does anyone ever turn around like that with their arms like that wide with the wind blowing and whatnot with that expression? I mean, it looks cool for you know, it's very filmy. So this first hit right here, Like, it like properly made contact with dude's head. And what they did here to give it even more effect was they added dust to his shoe. I mean, maybe there was just naturally dust off the ground, but that's actually a stunt secret to add dust to the shoe so that when it makes contact, it has this sort of explosive effect. And you can even see it for a split second. There's like a whole bunch of dust right there coming off of his foot. So it's got this very explosive effect. And I mean this in a kind of a positive way. The ugliness, how he's coming out of this kick, tells you it's pretty real. Like, he made contact with that guy's head, or at least his like neck or something. But he, you know, obviously he was like rolling with the kick, and so it wouldn't have hurt him as much. But still, like, that made contact. A lot of like interesting, fun close-ups of the feet. Okay, so a number of these were stacked instead. As you can see here, like, this is clearly missing. But when it's in full motion, it moves with it. That is an example of stacking where instead of actually making contact, it's going by the guy's face and he's just taking the hit. So what's cool about this right here, it's a very small thing, but one of my pet peeves is when I see bad guys just standing around ready to take a hit. This guy on the left right here, he's trying to come in for a hit before he takes another one. I don't know that the kick properly made contact with him. Maybe there was too much distance, but I like that his setup for getting hit was trying to hit the protagonist. And it looked like the guy in front of him, that's what sort of threw me off. It looked like the guy in front of him sort of took the hit prematurely. The guy in the red shirt. It's hard to time these things. This is a very advanced move here where he's trying to throw a kick behind him and punch this guy at the same time, and you're trying to have it be where it looks like he's making contact with both opponents at the same time. That's very difficult to do and get right. They managed to do it in such a way that when you're watching this, you know, in fast motion, you probably wouldn't notice that the timing was slightly off, but I just noticed that the guy in the red shirt was flying before that punch even made contact. But it still looks cool overall. This was a big miss. This was like, I can't let this one go. I mean, the kicks are beautiful, don't get me wrong, but this camera needed to be over, like, the camera's like way over here, and it needed to be over here more so that you could have it stack better, so that the kick wouldn't look like it's clearly missing. I'm surprised they even put that in the trailer. That was crazy. That was just Banana Town. This poor stunt guy. I hope he had like some kind of gear on to help him. I think he was on a wire. If you look at his body, he's not even ramping up for this. It doesn't even look like he's jumping into it. If he did jump into it, he did a really good job of selling it, because his body looks almost like a broken surfboard in a way. Like, his legs look fairly straight, his upper body looks straight. I'm convinced he's on a wire to make this work, and it looks really good. That looks sick. This stunt right here looked awesome. And it was flying by because it's a trailer, but when the guy flies into the car, what makes this look so cool is his legs being open. It gives it this cool flare effect. It just makes it look more dramatic than it is. I really like it. And then on top of that, the window is shattering on the car. I think that's such a cool stunt right here. Yeah, because when you open your legs up like that, it can have this weird effect of making it look like you're twisting you're doing more revolutions than you actually are. It just looks cool. I think jump through the fire. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the action in this. The whole thing looks a little bit goofy. It looks like fun. And that's the important part, is that it looks like fun. More than anything, honestly, it just gets me excited for seeing this dude go head to head with Tiger Shroff or something like that. It felt like I'm not gonna lie, it felt kind of like, for me anyway, I guess from my limited viewing of Indian films, and maybe it's a little bit of bias, it did feel like a slight homage to Tiger Shroff. Just the walk from behind. I know that's been done to death. It's been done a bunch of times. It just like, it really looked like Tiger Shroff for a hot second. I immediately thought of him and I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if like they fought, because they're both very athletic and got that very dynamic movement thing going on. I feel like that'd be a good match for the next installment of whatever. And you know, not to beat a dead horse, but it does have a sort of Tiger Shroff feel. Like, I feel like this is totally the kind of film I could see Tiger Shroff doing. To say the least, I'm down to watch it. I'm excited. You know, I love martial arts action, and this guy looks like he's definitely got ability, and that's always fun. I remember watching the fight scene from his previous one. I can't remember the name of the movie right now, but he had the glasses and whatnot. It had a sort of kick-ass vibe to it. Kick-Ass is an American film, for those of you that don't know. I can't remember the name of that movie off the top of my head, but I remember watching the fight scene to it, and I included it in my montage video, Indians Kick Ass. If you haven't seen that, you should definitely watch it if you're into martial arts action and whatnot. I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me break it down. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I'm Jaby KOAY. Peace. Peace out.